everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the first episode of the second season of Owarimonogatari. And last time, well, at the end of Koyomemonogatari, Araragi just kind of died. It was horrible. But, like, he's in some kind of afterlife thing where Hachikuji is. Like, as tragic as it is to see Araragi die, I think it more than made up by the fact that we get to see Hachikuji again. I'll take that trade. I'll take that trade. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly where we are, really, but I'm sure Hachikuji will be able to help in some way. So, yeah, definitely curious where we go from here, that's for sure. Now, as far as this season goes, I was a little bit confused on kind of what version to get, because MyAnimeLIst lists this as 7 episodes, but they're like, some versions on the internet that I found had it separated in like 3 episodes. I guess probably having the part 1s and part 2s as single episodes, I guess. So I wasn't quite sure what to get. What I opted to get was one that had it separated into 7 episodes. It's a Blu-ray version. It was labeled like Toishi, something like that, with the Y at the end being capitalized, Toishi. I don't know. That's the version I decided to go with in the end. So I know for now we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this one is Hitagi Rendezvous Part 1, I think. So I got no idea how Senju Gahara is going to be relevant to anything. I mean, she's not dead, yeah, hopefully. So, yeah, I don't know. This could be a very interesting arc, or season, or second season, so I'm pretty excited to get into this just to see what could happen here. Like, yeah, because things are developing for sure. So, yeah, let's see. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, we're at his house. Who's taking a shot? Thought he was dead. Okay, I'm confused. Maybe it's a flashback? Or maybe what we saw before was a flashback, I don't know. Chronology is weird in this show. She's got a stapler. That too. Oh no, a toothbrush. You are pretty lovable, Araragi. Just clothes everywhere. That was a nice little reflection there. As you should. I think it's an acceptable trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Don't say that. Don't say that, Araragi. And just transition back to his death. So, new opening. I think. Okay, this... I always get excited with new openings. Let's see what this is about. It definitely... Yeah, Hitagi Rendezvous, yeah. Definitely Hitagi-focused opening. This boy, she's beautiful. Oh, wow. So much Senju Gahara. I almost can't handle it all. And she doesn't have to share this one with Kaiki. And that's you. Araragi, I assume she's referring to. Dreamy Date Drive. I guess they did have that in Season 1, a Dreamy Date Drive. Unrequited Love. I'm pretty sure Araragi it's requited, right? Oh, and Senju Gahara, don't do that. I know it's directed towards Araragi, not me, but still, you were facing me, so. So, what are we gonna do with Senjigahara today, I wonder? March 13th? That answers that question. Feels sort of nostalgic. I know, right? I understand. Yes, ma'am. It's close enough. 6 months worth, wow. Then don't break her. Or him. More to the point. It's a mission, huh? To conquer you. Yeah, but she knows. You already dead. It's rough. Man, it's just, yeah, 6 months is a while. Is that how it works? I guess so. Maybe. Girl time with telepathy doesn't get much more worse than that. We can't have that, yeah, we gotta get going. Gotta have the most passionate date ever. It's terrifying to even imagine such a thing. Highlight reel. You detective now? But is it recovered enough for you? I mean, yeah, I don't see any reason to. I mean, I think you got him sold a while ago on this idea. Okay, we got his consent. No going back now. Oh. You know, you wanted 6 months worth, and now you're cramping that even a shorter amount of time. Well... It's a good question. Oh. Okay. Guess that's fine. Oh, Yotsuki! Well, I just found out. Do you? Do you have your own busy life? I know, right? Like, did I miss something? Wow. Wow, really? I'm not sure if that's true. Please stop. Huh. I would imagine. You have picked fights with her before. Yeah, changes things, doesn't it? Wow. So that's for the impossible. Well, now she's relieved. I'm definitely curious about this kiss shot stuff we're talking about here. Oh yeah, she disappeared. Yeah, I really need to find him. I miss him so much. I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, you'll be her new owner, right? Yeah, I mean, that's all she could do. uh, be a happy life together. And Hachikuji. Yeah, that's clear. Would you stop moving, cat? Eternal Fellowship. Back to the main story. Doesn't sound good. Right? Probably. That's why we're doing it. The faith, the confidence. I'm pretty sure she did. Oh, don't ruin the manga. Oh, okay. She sent somebody coming. It walked here on its own. Ah. Okay. Didn't even think about that. I was gonna clean it up afterwards. Yeah. That sound that sounds fun, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes. As a big brother should. And man, her hair is just so long. Yeah, 6 months worth. His body can take it. Oh, we're still doing that. For some reason. I mean, yeah, who else would it be with? Einstein. That would be pretty cool, though. You should treat your dolls better than that. Okay. Good to hear. Yeah, there's some tension there. Okay, I mean, if you say so. What are you talking about there? Okay, now I'm curious. What did she tell you? It's about the Twister game? Thank you for your permission. March 14th. The big day. A rental car. Yeah, so we're not having a repeat of that, I guess. Even though that was one of the best parts of the bucket. Hello, Senjigahara. It's nice to see you. I mean, I wouldn't have anything against it. We were gonna rush our 6 months of dating. Poor Araragi. If you insist. Just push the button and it starts. It's like magic, really. Oh, she's like driving. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. She's got a license, so it is official. That's good, I guess. I was kind of curious about who would drive. I just kind of assumed Araragi would, but no, I guess she's got this. Because we do see Araragi drive later in the show. In other words, nothing better to do. He gets his eventually. I guess that would be a problem. Right, I didn't think about that, yeah. It's a ghost. So because he can't get a license currently, his girlfriend does. I would never imagine. Oh, jeez. Okay. I doubt she would complain. So, let's get this date started. Such a weird thing to see. I don't care if I'm an immortal vampire or not, that didn't happen. Baby on board. Subtle foreshadowing that she's pregnant, you know. Okay. Hello, cactus. What's a nice cactus? Yeah, where are we going? I feel like you've already traveled a good distance. Yeah, just... Oh, I think that was Mr. Donut. About what? Sleepovers? An airplane. Hello. I have no idea how long it's been since he met Hanakawa because the chronology confuses me so much. It's a good question. Maybe. Please refrain, okay. I was reading the message mostly. Oh. Oh, really? That's a big deal, like, yeah. Can you tell me more about that? Well, still, it's important. And this is pretty important, Senjo Gohara. Really? This is pretty important. Reverse. Yeah, I don't quite get it either. Okay. Yes, it's the most stereotypical English sentence that Japanese learners of English learn. Oh. Of course. All Hanakawa according to plan. Yeah, so she can definitely be a good guide. I mean, as long as she's with you, I'm sure that's what matters. Acrobatic. Ooh, that's a tunnel. I like that tunnel. Rocks. Okay. Nice little ring. Well, the reason I know anything about that character is because I played a certain eroge. Getting a little bit too high in scale for me. Let's just pull it back a bit. Yeah, I don't have a map of space lying around either. A hand fan? Oh, Ogi, okay. Okay, that's a big deal. What kind of implications does that have? Yeah, now I'm concerned. I just got chills from that. As soon as I saw that tiny word down there. Yeah, that definitely caught my attention. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to take that, but yeah, the chills are real. Yeah, that's what we end off on. I just kind of forgot about Ogi for a bit, you know, just enjoying the nostalgic sort of Araragi Senjugahara date, and then they just name drop Ogi there. Yeah, that's concerning. So Ogi's basically the universe. It's kind of terrifying. Yeah, just oh yeah, that really got me actually. That really caught me off guard. Because I saw the word fan, I was like, oh, it's got a little word underneath it, like they'd done a few times in the episode. Like with the puns and stuff. So that's what I was expecting, like a silly comedic pun. Then I look down there and squint my eyes and I see Ogi. Yeah, that caught me off guard. Anyway, I really should focus on the new ED, but that really captured my attention really hard there. But yeah, it's just a really cool ED though. I like it a lot. Probably one of my favorites. Really should have paid better attention to it. My bad. Whew. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, that was the first episode of the second season of Owarimonogatari, and it was certainly an interesting start, for sure. Now, first thing, when I started watching it, I was a little bit confused because I thought Aragi was dead. Like, I thought we were gonna pick up right where we left off at the end of Koyomi Monogatari, but we didn't. We just like hanging out with Senjigahara, which is cool. I do like that a lot. But I'm a little bit confused on the timeline. I just went back to Koyomi 12 just to see what time this took place in, and it said March. It did not say the actual day, though, I don't think. I think it just says March. I think. So, if that's the case, maybe it takes place a little bit after the Senjigahara date, I guess? I'm not sure. Like I said, the bane of my existence in Monogatari is just the dates. We hop around so much in a show that's just so unchronological. I can't handle it. My brain just... Okay, no, it says right here, a little bit further in. March 13th. So yeah, it is like around the same time. So... Huh. Okay, so yeah, it has to happen like right about the same time. That's pretty interesting. Because, I mean, March 14th was the White Day, the one where they went on the... Yeah, on the date, right? Okay, yeah, let's open that episode again real quick. Yeah, so when he first talked to Senjigahara about this date is March 13th. That's the same exact day as when he died in Koyomi. But he was alive on March 14th for the date here. I'm very confused. I don't know if I'm supposed to be or if I'm just an idiot, but man, am I confused. Okay. So, I'll let it go for now, though. Just, I want to make sure that I got the point across that I am very confused about that. But anyway, let's push that to the side for now, put that on the back burner. We get to go on a very nice date with Senjigahara. Now, the great thing about that is that it feels very nostalgic. Like, very early on in the show, Senjigahara became his girlfriend, and they went on a date, which is a very, very memorable part of BugiNinja when they had that hilarious car drive, because she kept being so physically intimate with Araragi, with the father right up front, and he's just, like, super panicking, because this is his first time even being around her father, and the father's right there, and her hands are getting all sneaky and grabby and touchy, and that was, yeah, one of my favorite parts of Bake was that kind of time, that whole period, that episode. So, yeah, this felt nostalgic. Of course, we did not go on a drive with the father this time. She's doing kind of a separate thing with her father. But before that, she's just going on a day with Araragi. I like how she started off strong, being like, yeah, we haven't dated in a while because of circumstances. You gotta give me 6 months worth of dating, like, that day. Give it to me, Araragi. Like, she's making a big deal of it. But then she, like, progressively more trying to shrink it back down. Like, well, I mean, not like full day. Like, I got other things to do later. So, like, around this period, we'll do that, you know? And it's just kind of like a side thing. The other thing's more important. Like, I like that going from big to small. That was, I don't know, I thought it was a nice little touch. But just, yeah, we haven't really got much of Senjigahara lately, it feels like, so getting some classic Senjigahara here, it feels great. You know, the fourth wall comments about, like, I kind of forgot what my character was like, so it was great. It was great. There's a lot of really good stuff there. We haven't even got to the date yet, just this setting up for it was really good. Just nice seeing Senjigahara, really. Now, after we finished discussing the circumstances of the date, he went back to his house, and Yotsugi is in his room, just laying on his bed, just reading manga. You know, because, yeah, Yotsugi now lives with him, which is pretty cool. Although, apparently Tsukiki kind of considers it more of hers than Araragi's, even though she considers herself more Araragi's. It's a very weird triangle we got going on here. But she was not a big fan of Araragi taking it into his room. I love the comment about him doing anything weird with it, because... when she was laying on the bed, one of the first thoughts I had was, well, it's a good thing she's a doll, otherwise she might, like, started asking questions about why there's a girl on his bed. I was thinking stuff like that. The fact that he could do stuff with it, even though it is a doll, for some reason that never even crossed my mind in the scene. So when she brought it up, that was pretty funny. Because yeah, you could use a doll for that, and plenty of people do. Just gotta make if it doesn't already have the necessary equipment, you can just kind of do it yourself, make it usable for that purpose. And yeah, doing that to your little sister's doll, she probably wouldn't appreciate that generally. So I don't know, I found that really funny, just because my mind went all sorts of places after she said that. Just all the funny directions this could go if he really did decide to do that. So I got a kick out of that. But anyway, another funny thing about the scene was just after he mentioned the date thing to Yotsugi, she just kind of acted as if she's going to be a part of it. Like she's just, I don't know, that was, yeah, of course she wouldn't be. She's the doll, she stays home. She's not going to be a third wheel. You stay here. So, yeah, that whole thing was pretty funny. And she even had some puns, because why not? Okay, one thing that I definitely want to talk about in this scene is Yotsugi mentioned that Kiss Shot was, like, fully revived. Did I miss something? Did I forget something? Or is this new information? Because, I mean, Araragi was killed, right, in Koyomi. So maybe this is connected to that? Because... yeah, once one of them dies, I mean, they talked about it before, multiple times in the show. If he dies, she gets fully revived. So maybe he has that already at this point, and she's revived, and they revived him too, but it was after, so she remains with her full form intact, revived, but he's alive too. Maybe, is that the current situation? Because that's one way to put the pieces together, and that would make sense, but still... but they're not talking at all about the death we saw of Araragi, so I can't say for sure if that's what's happening here. But I did get a kick out of Yotsugi's shift in attitude, because she was always so rude and disrespectful to Shinobu because she was like a weakened pseudo-vampire, so no reason to show her respect. But now that we're talking about her being back and being powerful, she's like in the corner hiding like, Araragi, please teach me Keigo. I need to know how to talk to her without offending her. So that was pretty funny. I'm just a little bit confused on some of that specifics of the revival, you know, so I guess we'll find out one way or the other what's going on there. Okay, I'll read this part again just to see if I missed anything, because we have a shot of Kiss Shot laying down here, and this is what Araragi says. Shinobu, along with Hachikuji, is with Gaien-san. Okay, so, yeah, I guess this kind of implies this happens after the death, if we're talking about Hachikuji. That didn't click with me for some reason before. Yeah, Shinobu and Hachikuji are with Gaien. And she's just kind of sleeping under a tree. I don't think it doesn't show Hachikuji in this shot. For a meeting, or rather, a discussion about what to do now. Okay, so there is some very important overall plot stuff going on right now, just off screen. It's just kind of focused on Araragi. Okay. So yeah, that was definitely a very important thing. It didn't quite click with me. Yeah, what to do now piques my interest. Yeah, so she mentions he's a normal guy now. So I guess that, again, could be a result of him coming back. Like, after being killed, coming back, he's no longer vampire-ness, which is, of course, connected to the Shinobu thing. So, because if she's fully revived, it means he's fully human. Like, that's the balance, so, yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm getting it now. I think. So, yeah, let's transition from some of that plot stuff back over to the date stuff, because, yeah, we have a car, but it's a rental car, and instead of the father driving it, Sengigahara drives it. Definitely did not expect that. Like, I saw the car, and I was thinking, well, I guess the father's not here, and I was wondering who was going to drive it. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to do about that, but I didn't think too hard on it, really. I just kind of hand-waved it in my mind for the most part as I was just kind of watching the scene. But I guess I kind of just assumed Araragi would drive it because he drove the car later chronologically with Kanbaru, you know, that whole thing. So I just kind of assumed he would do it, but as it talks about here, he can't get a license. Well, at least he couldn't before. I guess since he's human now, he should be able to. But before he couldn't get a license because, like, he's a ghost, basically. Like, the camera doesn't pick it up. Similar logic to the mirror vampire-ness stuff, I suppose. So Sengigahara took it upon herself to get a license herself. So, yeah, now he just gets to have his girlfriend drive him. That's pretty cool, I guess. It was a pretty surprising thing, I would say. The picture of him without the head is pretty hilarious, though, to be honest. Most assuredly. But yeah, even if this does take place after he died and came back, it's such a short amount of time. Like, you'd think there'd be a bigger gap than that, especially since something seemed to have happened off screen, like this whole meeting between Guy and Kishot and Hachikuji. Like, that obviously had to have been mentioned at some point and decided and stuff like that. So I don't know, just I still feel like what is implied to have happened already would have happened to happen in a very short amount of time for that to have been all done, and we're moving on to this. So that's probably what confuses me the most, like just how much apparently just happened outside of my sight in such a short amount of time. But anyway, again, I gotta move on from that. We just had our date, which not much to say about it. Like, it's, I mean, we really haven't had much of the date just yet. We just drove a little bit, and we haven't got to the point where we're going yet, which should be fun. It wasn't as we had transitioned into talking about some big scale stuff like the universe, which is a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. At first, I wasn't sure where we were really going with this, if it had a real point. But, yeah, I mentioned, Tadatake here. I mentioned that the only reason I was aware of that name at all was because of an eroge, and I couldn't remember the name of it during that scene, but I just checked onto it just now. And it was from XStanky, which is a pretty fun game. You get to like conquer areas and raise armies, and it's that kind of game, you know, like Sengoku Rants and stuff. If you ever played any kind of game like that, and yeah, in that game she's like she's obsessed with maps and exploring and stuff like that. So I did kind of get that there. So I did kind of appreciate that. Whenever I actually have heard a name before that they drop, like a historical person, it's always good when I get it, even if the context that I know it from is not exactly what they have in mind here. It still counts, it's close enough. But yeah, the biggest thing about this is this line here. By the way, a map of space isn't a square, like a map of the world or of Japan. It's in the shape of a hand fan, an ogi, if you will. And yeah, I even looked it up, and straight up, ogi, on a Japanese dictionary, it says folding fan, so... Yeah, what exactly are we implying with that? Like, ogi is larger than life, like a cosmic level existence? Like, that's pretty terrifying to think about. Like, just how big of a deal is this creepy character that's always whispering Araragi's ears and knows everything about him and tries to control what he does and manipulate him? Like, just how important of an existence is she? That's pretty scary to think about. So yeah, that kind of terrified me, really. Like, I was already pretty afraid of Ogi. Like, I occasionally have literal nightmares of that character. So just, yeah, it's concerning. That's concerning, but yeah, I imagine once we're done with the date, we'll go back into talking about that Kishot revival stuff and what we're going to do going forward, because we put a little bit in there, just kind of tease us with it. And yeah, I look forward to getting more into that for sure. So, because yeah, Kishot having her powers back and Araragi being a normal person, these are pretty big things that they just kind of casually brought up to the point where you could miss them, to the point where I kind of did. I mean, I half did. It's more like I didn't fully process some of the things that were said. I would call it more than actually straight up missing them. Like, things didn't quite click fully, because as usual, I'm trying to keep up with the conversation. I can't just stop and try to think about what they said as they're just moving forward, otherwise I'll just miss a whole bunch. So it's more of that situation, which shouldn't be new to anyone watching my reactions. But anyway, I think that's everything I got to say about the episode. We had some pretty good stuff here, for sure. Some pretty good hints and teasing for future stuff, and pretty solid start to a new season. Looking forward to see how things go from here. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.